Masses of information are flying around the world faster than ever. Defence needs to identify credible information as quickly as possible to protect our warfighters and the country. Integrating intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, or ISR, is a priority for Defence. Under the Next Generation Technologies Fund, Defence is seeking research partners to advance the integrated ISR capability.
We need to make decisions faster and better than our adversaries. Currently we collect a lot of data. Most of it is never looked at because it's processed manually by analysts and they have to go through all the data. So as a result we're probably not looking at 85% of the data. This is a very large problem and DST has some of the expertise, but we need partners so that we can actually build a much larger community of excellence to actually address these problems and to come up with technological solutions that can solve this problem. Automation, artificial intelligence, machine learning techniques. We can automate the exploitation, dissemination, fusion and sense making and analysis of our data in near real time. We'd give the warfighter a real technology edge.
This ISR call is focusing on distributed multi-domain networks.
This work is for the ADF. They need ISR systems that are better integrated with the tactical fight so that every battlefield element on the field has access to the right information at the right time.
At the moment, the challenge we're facing is that defence systems tend to be quite centralised. You tend to have a single point of failure in such systems when you have a centralised type of system. And also moving information across networks becomes a challenge. And it's an extremely time and cost intensive exercise to try and do that.
The network needs to be resilient to cope with attack and to keep working through challenging environments. And the network needs to be agile to respond to changes in the environment, like bringing in new information feeds or integrating in new systems.
So what we're looking to do with the multi-domain networks part of the Intelligent Decision Superiority Program is provide the digital fabric that sits underneath this integrated ISR mission we're trying to deliver. We want to make sure that we've got the right digital systems to move the information around the battle space, particularly out at the tactical edge. We want to make sure we're able to process it right at the front and get it to the commanders and the warfighters just in time for them to make the right decisions and survive.
We'd like to develop systems and architectures that allow us to plug into brand new systems into our architecture, be able to understand it, particularly if it doesn't conform to predefined standards, and have that information available to those who need it instantly, rather than waiting 6 to 12 months to integrate using traditional systems integration methods. And then once it's integrated, we'll want to be able to dynamically reconfigure as its environment evolves, having awareness of where it sits, and being able to anticipate the use before it happens and know what data the user needs before they know they want it.
So we're looking for people who've got an interest in Internet of Things. We're looking for people who have an interest in low bandwidth communications. We're looking for people who have an interest in resilient and distributed processing and networks to really bring those ideas and their technologies to this problem for us.
The integrated ISR call aims to deliver and demonstrate emerging technologies to support decision-making across the ADF.
We need this capability to give warfighters a cognitive advantage over our future adversaries and win the land battle for Australia if ever called upon to do so. As a company commander, the ability to make better decisions when physically and mentally exhausted with increasing stress is critical to ensure the survivability of my soldiers and the achievement of the mission.
Proposals should include a plan for a 2.5-year research program in distributed multi-domain networks. Successful proposals will receive initial funding of up to $100,000 for the first 6 months. Additional funding of up to $500,000 per year in subsequent years will be available, depending on scale, complexity, and risk. Applicants will also be required to identify in-kind funding to support the proposals. Funding of $2.5 million is available for distributed multi-domain networks under the Intelligent Decision Superiority Program over 3 years. For more information about the integrated ISR program, search for the Defence Innovation Portal. From there, click on the Next Generation Technologies Fund. You'll find details about the ISR call for proposals under current Next-Gen Tech Fund opportunities. Thanks for watching. We look forward to working with you.